how I lost fat, built lean muscle, and most importantly, changed my mindset. Part 2. Since it was so popular, I thought we would dive into a part 2. Go over a few more key components that I think will help you. I'll honestly link the first one down in the description. That one is truly the most important and obvious parts of my fitness journey, but for this video, I want to dive into how I mentally did it. So here are a little hacks and tricks that helped me, because at the end of the day, you can have the tools, you can have the trainer, you can have the fitness program, but if you aren't right mentally, you'll essentially go nowhere. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, hello, how are we? Happy whatever day of the week it is for you. I wanted to sit down and have a part 2. Honestly, I'm so excited to dive into it. This is my jam. This is what I love talking about is, yes, of course, we can have the facts of how I physically got somewhere, but I honestly think it was the mental gains for me. I have to focus on my mentality, otherwise I'm not gonna go anywhere. So I'm excited to dive into that portion. With that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and let's get started. First up is visualize your success. The very first video we chatted about having realistic goals, and I think that is phenomenal. But there's another step to this. There's another key component of you can't just write out your goals and then go about your day, go about your life, and just expect it to fall into place, okay? I am a strong believer in, I know it sounds cheesy, but manifestation. Visualizing a higher self, visualizing the outcome, visualizing how you're gonna feel and look mentally once you reach these goals, because we have to dive deeper. If it's just surface level, we're gonna lose our motivation. We're gonna burn out easily. I cannot tell you how many times I have made New Year's resolutions and I written them down somewhere, and then it collects dust and I don't visit it until the next year, okay? Let's be real, we have all done that at some point in our life. So make sure that your goals are somewhere that you can view them every day. Make them your phone background. Maybe print them out and put them on your mirror, whatever it may be. Even make a mood board, a vision board of how you want to be, how you want to act, okay? I promise you it is so helpful. It sends you reminders and you're truly manifesting it. Next up is try and be as detailed as possible in the process. Like we just kind of touched on, if you are not specific and if you are not breaking down how you're gonna achieve your goals, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure, especially if it's a big goal and you don't have little goals broken down to share the milestones. It's gonna seem really daunting. You might procrastinate on it. So if you can break down your large goal into smaller goals and just be as specific as possible as to how you're gonna reach it, that is fantastic. I'll even give you an example. If you want to grow a booty, you have to plan those workouts to target your legs or your glutes. So you really need to incorporate compound weightlifting exercises like squats, deadlifts, lunges, and increase your weight, plus possibly eating a surplus, really dependent on what your goal is. More detail, the better, because if you just said I want to grow a booty but didn't really plan out how you're going to do it, you could just be running every single day and thinking you're growing a booty, but really you're not. You have to do the compound movements. You have to increase your weight. 3 is keep track. And I do not mean weigh yourself, okay? Don't even think I'm going there. Keep track in a sense of listen to your body during this process. If something does not feel right, you need to listen to yourself. I can't tell you how many times during my fitness journey something fell off, so I had to pivot. And I was rewarded when I did that. When I listened to my body, that's when I was rewarded. I don't want you to have to rely on tracking a number, because a lot of the times the number on the scale can be daunting, it can be addictive, it can be obsessive, and depending on what your goal is, it could be irrelevant, okay? One of my goals is I want to look good, feel good, maybe put some lean muscle on, and it really doesn't matter at the end of the day what I weigh if I think I look good or if I'm looking muscular, okay? Majority of the time I'm probably gonna put on more weight because muscle outweighs fat. So I don't think that the only way to track your progress is by weighing yourself. I think you could take progress photos. You can write down in a journal your updates. You could even, if you're trying to increase the weight that you're lifting, have a journal and every week write down what your PR for that week was. That way you can try and increase it the next week. It's so helpful to see the progress and track it and really make sure it's measurable, like I said. All right, along with that, make sure you are rewarding yourself. Honestly, if you are so cutthroat and you don't give yourself ever a break when you're not enjoying the process, you're probably going to like burn out, self-sabotage it, and just like quit all in all. That is me. If it's too intense or restrictive, I quit. And I know that about me. So I had to, along the way, reward myself with little wins, okay? And we aren't put on this earth to be so restrictive, okay? We are put on this earth to enjoy life. So make sure and remind yourself every now and then that you should be able to enjoy the little things. You should be able to get a full fat latte if you want, okay? It really depends on your goals. If you are, of course, training for a bikini competition, it's probably gonna be a little bit different. But if you're just training like lifestyle like I am, make sure to incorporate those rewards so you don't get burnt out. Lastly is make sure you have support. Okay, I'm not telling you that you have to have a gym buddy. I'm not telling you that somebody has to hold you accountable, because at the end of the day, it's not their responsibility, it's yours. Your body is your responsibility when it comes to working out. So I think it's great to have a support system. Tell somebody, because almost in a sense, and this is just my own personal experiences, I feel like if I speak it into existence and if I tell them my plan, I'm almost like, well, I gotta do it now. Like, I stated I'm gonna do this. So it kind of helps like push you. And like, guys, I'm not a therapist, I'm not professional. I don't know if that's great advice, but that helps me, okay? Disclaimer right there. But all in all, get support, tell a community, tell a friend, tell your mom, tell your dad. And it doesn't mean they have to do it with you. It doesn't mean they have to check in on you, but at least just say, hey, this is what I'm going through, and I would really appreciate if you support me. Even find a community online. There's so many Facebook groups. There's so many workout programs. Get support. All right, I hope this was helpful. I love sitting down and like talking about this topic. It's really what I'm passionate about. Please let me know if you liked it and add any other tips that you might think as well. With that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to YouTube channel, and I will see you next time.